Number two, these IMF provisions, if passed into law, would dramatically expand the financial exposure of the United States of America, effectively doubling our contribution, expanding our exposure. Now, if that is good policy, that should be debated on its merits. We should not be opening up the U.S. taxpayers to billions in additional financial liability without a debate on the merits. It shouldn't be just tied to Ukrainian aid and forced through the Senate. That's the wrong approach. But number three, most inexplicably, these so-called reforms, if passed, would diminish U.S. influence on the IMF, would reduce our ability to control the decisions of the IMF, indeed would move the funds from a fund in which we have veto authority to one in which we no longer have veto authority. We would have a smaller portion of influence over the IMF. And astonishingly, Madam President, number four, this bill would expand Russia's influence and control over the IMF. Let me repeat that. A bill that is being ostensibly introduced to punish Russia for their act of war and act of aggression would expand Russia's influence over the IMF and decrease the United States of America's influence. Madam President, I agree with my friend from Alabama who suggested moments ago, this is through the looking glass. This makes no sense. I would challenge any of my friends here to stand up here and explain why a sensible response to what Russia has done is to expand Russia's influence in the IMF and to diminish America's influence. That makes no sense whatsoever. Madam President,